Alright, let's go ahead and dive back in. Load up stream 89. Yeah, I was gonna do some off-screen play, and then one of the missions that popped up, I was just like, this is just such a great way for the game to tell me, no, you don't really want to play right now. I was like, shut it right down. Alright, so we're ignoring the Deep One village, because we don't care, and we have a hybrid purge. Hey, Lil Bunny, how's it going? Alright, so Wilhelm Scream, that will be pretty quick and easy to do. We have detected a secret village of hybrids maintained by their alien masters, presumably for use during the next invasion phase. Our objective is to burn the settlement to the ground in order to deny them a foothold. You'd think that we could, like, recruit some of them, but no. Alright, so we need to make some changes. Let's see. First of all, give you some melee weapons there, Torgo. And fire extinguisher, since you can carry so much stuff. And I should probably get you some sort of healing. Here, we'll take a gel pack thingy. Agent Wavy needs a new weapon for sure. This is a terrible weapon to have at this point. Hey, Cap2K. There's a new feature in the save game viewer. Shows how many kills and takedowns a friendly unit has so far. Well, that is going to be awesome. Thank you for constantly updating that. For those who are unfamiliar with how to get there, there you go. Check that out. I should probably swap the laser rifles over to one of my bases that doesn't have a whole lot to do, like primarily for base defense or something. Actually, first one out gets a Gauss rifle. Let's go with that. Also, you really do need some other equipment. Let's give you some throwing knives, a sword, and a stun rod. Lithriandel, sword, stun rod, and that's all of your weight. Mubat is fine. Watiensi, sword, and actually, ooh, okay, so that's going to overload you a little bit. Let's just drop the stun rod for now. Still carrying around the heavy alien liver. Exactly. Yeah. I might get hungry, you know? Fireball can have some melee stuff, and you can actually carry something else. Let's look for one of the heavier grenades. Here, take a proximity grenade. Magna Dracomon. Actually, you can take a Dagon Staff with a 89 Psi. It's pretty good. Chimpan Reeve, you can take a melee weapon. Let's give you a stun rod. Tafoofer, you can... No, well, you can take a sword. I'll give you that. Mr. Mazeman, let's give you a sword as well. Poopinel, you can have some throwing knives. Maybe I'll give you a pistol, too. Yeah, turbo laser pistol, that's good. Medkit. Grenade. You can have a motion scanner. Well, no, motion scanner for Poopinel isn't a great plan because the main goal for you is to stay back away from enemies. But you want your rolling pin? I'd give you one if they had that as a weapon that I could equip. Could always give you a boombox. More big booms. Not going to be able to carry one of the other booms, so have a plasma grenade. In fact, go ahead and have that in your belt. And another plasma proximity. There we go. Alright, that's good. Okay. Huh. Oh. Oh, there we go. Got one. Aim shot, 155%. I think that's a hit. I think that's a hit. Not a whole lot of aliens actually out and about. Much to my disappointment. Well, looks like we might get some reaction training then. Lithuriandal, get out here. What's the origin of the ham? Specifically, my Let's Play of Ultima 7 primarily. I mean, I like ham. I enjoy ham. But in my Ultima 7 Let's Play, the Avatar ate all the ham, and it was a running gag, and I gave all the stuff like leeks and crud and fruitcake to Iolo. So it just kind of became a running gag. And went from there. To a certain extent, it got even bigger when I made the emotes on Discord. And here. Couldn't have people come around there. Magnum Dracomon, come out here. And Fireball, come out here. XCOM side job, free demolition. I guess Lord T-Rat can come out now. Might get you an opportunity to do something. We shall see. And we do have a ham for history in the chat. First person who chooses a book and page number. And of course, regarding ham, it just because it's something that I enjoy. It's been a running thing throughout my Let's Plays of anytime food's coming up. That's a miss. That's a hit. Alright, we got you. You know what? I think that we will do reaction training. Before we do that, Poopinel, move over here. Actually... Gave yourself away, sir. Alright, unfortunately, you are not going to be able to see that. Alright, shoot that. We've taken care of one guy in there. Ah, what the heck. Hey, I'm good with blind firing kills. Kind of spoilery. Not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. You guys are having a real hard time hitting that drone back there. Come on, guys. Well, we're not getting that corpse. You hate these discs? Yeah, the alien drones can be a real pain. They can definitely be a real pain. There we go. Ah, maybe a QBU, huh? Cyber discs are worse. Well, I mean, cyber discs are bigger. Kind of goes without saying that they'd be worse. Come on, guys. Hybrid Supervisor is panicked. You guys are having a hard time hitting. Nothing good sword hit won't solve. Anyone need ammo? Not really. Oh, no more corpse there either. Come on, guys, come on out. I just wanna get some reaction training. Is that so wrong? There we go. I like how many people are taking reaction shots, and how many are missing. There we go. Why have you only come out now? I love how much demolition we're doing without demolition equipment. Enemies killed 14, corpses recovered 11, 186 points. Wow! TV's Frank, 2 reactions, 1 accuracy. Lord T-Rat and Torgo got nothing. Agent Wavy, 2 turn units, 1 stamina, 6 reactions, 2 strength, 5 sanity. Lithriandel, 1 turn unit, 1 stamina, 4 reactions, 2 strength, and 3 sanity. Moobot, 3 reactions, 2 accuracy, and 1 sanity. Watiensi, 5 reactions, 1 accuracy, 1 strength, 3 sanity. Fireball, 1 turn unit, 3 stamina, 6 reactions, 1 accuracy, 2 strength, and 3 sanity. Magna Dracomon, 6 reactions. Chimpan Reeve, 1 stamina, 2 hit points, 4 reactions, 5 sanity. Tafoofer, 1 turn unit, 3 stamina, 5 reactions, 2 sanity. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright, anti-personnel mines, I can sell those off. Alien drone corpses, we'll transfer those over to... no, we will keep them at this base. Death Dealer, Moobot, first award. Solid, Lord T-Rat, first award. Yeah, he was solidly, our our mascot. Keystone, Moobot, 5th Award. Did Moobot do anything? TV's Frank 3, 5th Award. Moobot, 2nd Award. Tafoofer, 1st Award. And Mr. Mazeman, 5th Award. Elite, Agent Wavy. Lithriandel and Chimpan Reef, 2nd Award each. And Master of the UAC Rifle, Mr. Mazeman, a 4th Award. Alrighty, let's see what other goodies we have. Some stuff arriving at Atlantis. Shog Cudgel, Shog Hammer, Shog Knife, Chitin Knife, Shog Sting Rifle, Shog Sting Rifle Clip, Shog Lantern, Ant-Man Corpse, Ant-Man Warrior, and Ant-Man Worker, and Ant-Man Warrior. Moobot was moral support, very important in that. Alright, research completed. XCOM Sonic Weapons. Yeah, it's pretty shoggy, isn't it? Having studied the basic principles of alien sonic weapons, we were able to make significant progress in developing our own prototypes. Prospective weapons are characterized by significant damage inflicted by high-energy impulse within the surrounding environment. This reduces effectiveness of the target's armor, as well as allows effective use at the atmospheric pressure, as well as underwater at any depth. Unfortunately, we have not yet succeeded in achieving a sufficient focusing of the emitted pulse. Therefore, with a distance, the charge energy inevitably decreases. In this case, the most promising area of development are weapons effective at small and medium distances. Perhaps with a deeper understanding of alien technology, we will have the opportunity to upgrade these weapons further. We can now research Sonic Shotgun. Yeah, but we also have Shog stuff. That is pretty quick, so 2 people. Shog Hammer, 2 people. Shog Staff, 2 people. Chitin Knife, 2 people. Shog Sting Rifle, that's going to be a little bit more difficult, so let's go ahead and put 6 people on. Ant-Man Corpse, going to be difficult. Ant-Man Worker, Ant-Man Warrior. Let's get 20 on you. 20 on you, and we'll get 18 onto you. So can we make someone to become a noise marine, so to speak? Possibly. We can now build sonic screwdrivers. That'd be great. That was Cahokia. Equip Craft. Let's get rid of the small rockets. Actually, you know what? Let's make some more of those and send those over to a different base. Oh, I'm low on large rockets too. I should get some more. There we go. But sonic screwdrivers don't work well on wood, so it wouldn't help with XCOM's mortal enemy, trees. Gads, Ald, you've almost bankrupted XCOM so poor. I know. I mean, we're gonna have so many problems if we come up against you know, one of those other random events about refurnishing our place. Advent Fighter. Peekaboo. Yeah, sure. Might as well do it. Nope. Made a hole in it. No, there's no wall there, I don't think. Go to sleep. What do we got? Navigator. Doo-doo-doo. Two live enemies captured, 8 artifacts recovered, 3 navigation, and 16 alien alloys. Mad Martin, 3 melee, 1 sanity. Sell off the navigators. Not that I needed the money by any stretch at all. Overwatcher, Mad Martin's 2nd award. Very nice. Hey, Dracophile, how's it going? You have storage space problems. Craft storage space is different from base storage space. I don't have too many problems. Atlantis is doing pretty well, I think. Yeah, I can still store 200 more. Alright, Deep One Village has despawned. USO arrived. USO trap. We are sending false Deep One signals in hope of attracting their suppliers to this location. Get there, or be squared. And prepare an ambush to assault their ship when it is grounded. Remember that humans can't see or move well underwater. Only underwater-capable equipment allowed. Alright, let's see. AuldDragon is wounded for 18 days, unfortunately. So I can only take 7, so let's go ahead and get down to 7. That is fine. Inventory. I'm going to have to redo some of this, I think. Oh yeah, we lost all the stuff that was in their backpacks. That's fine. This is, Oh yeah, we can use assault suits, can't we? There we go. Assault suits for underwater. You thought there was a medal for solo completion of a mission? There's a medal for solo completion of a mission after others have died. And it's not a great one. So if they're the only one on the mission, they can't get that one because other people haven't died. I should probably do this during the day, shouldn't I? Research completed on Dagon. Well, previous guesses and grim predictions are now confirmed. Dagon is indeed a very powerful and ancient alien being, reigning over a humongous undersea base full of inhuman intelligences. Although this Dagon is currently in a state of dreaming, which refers to some sort of psionic hibernation, the eyes of his fortress are set upon humanity. They consider us a lesser race, at best fit for exploitation, at worst to be wiped off the planet. The city is still decades away from full combat readiness, but it is certainly an enemy that can prove very difficult to overcome. For now, Dagon's messengers must be stopped at every opportunity. Yeah, decades away from full combat readiness, huh? You knew it wasn't great, but didn't know about the death requirement. Well, I mean, I'm just assuming that there's a death requirement because no one has gotten it without actually having lost someone. I think someone has gotten that. We can now research advanced underwater operations. Leads to Undersea City. I think that we will get... Let's get 35 people onto that. And then 30 people on to the Sonic Pistol. Hey, Wex, how's it going? Research completed on hover tank mini rockets. A flying version of the mobile mini rocket launcher for our AI units. More people onto the power suit. Large rockets arrived at Cahokia. Advent Light Fighter, Alien Retaliation. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Go after you. Go after you. Where is the other one? Wrong one! Well, I guess we'll do a quick crash site. You're guessing Terror from the Deep was set a while after base XCOM. Yeah, in 2040. The Mighty Ham. I can't quite give you everything. Oh god, it's jungle. Oh. Alright. 1 turn unit, 3 stamina, 1 hit point, 2 strength, and 5 sanity. Stuff. Go ahead and sell it off. Transfer over to Atlantis. These. Transfer over to Ayers Rock. That one. My, what a welcome. Yeah, welcome to Earth. Oh, Core Booster can't do another mission. More alien retaliation. UFO destroyed. Very nice. Wait, don't go back. Stop going back, dang it. Well, I took care of one, I'm done. I don't need to do anything else. If you truly wanted to welcome them to Earth, you'd be greeted with a nice solid punch. Well, you know... UFO destroyed there. Okay, that appears to be... like, that'll probably be light enough. Probably gonna get to that first. Starting out. As a total tangent, anyone recommend any Gundams for model building? Oh, so, Griffin God, do you want smaller things to start out with? Or do you want to go straight into Master Grade? I went straight into Master Grade and never looked back. But high grades can be fun to build and play with, and they're cheaper. It's good for practice. Give you a Master Grade? You're an experienced builder? Okay. Let's see. I'm a big fan of the Marasai is good. Zeta Gundam is good. What else? What tends to be my favorites? I don't have them all up. Gog and Zagok are pretty good, too. Our plan worked. The aliens are bringing resources to supply the Deep One tribe we have impersonated. We should take the ship when it is grounded, possibly leaving some of them alive. Remember that humans can't see or move well underwater. Good luck. Let's see. Kilkakon, you can go ahead and take this. Today's a happy day for you. You got promoted, Wex? Well, fantastic. I'm happy for that. Big Zom. Unfortunately, there isn't a Master Grade Big Zom. I wish there was. There is a Master Grade Perfect Zeong, which is huge and great. There is a Master Grade The O. One of the problems with both of those, though, is because they're so big, they're not actually all that flexible. So there are some minor issues with those. There you are. Isn't the Zeong like 2 feet tall or something? It's something like that, yeah. I mean, I'd probably put it more like 1.5 feet or something like that. It's about the size of a perfect grade. I'm not a big fan of the perfect grades, because again, the same reason that, the same issues that the O and Perfect Zeong have, is just that because they're so big, the weight on the joints is a bit too much. Not that it's like too much for it to do anything, but it makes it difficult to pose. And of course, the O is just chunky. Super chunky. Wow, you'll be well armed. Well, hopefully you'd be well armed. I should probably give some people some dart pistols too, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, let's see. Tobias, you can have a dart pistol. Cav 2K, you can have a dart pistol. Actually, you know what? Cav can get the taser pistol. Wait. No, that's Hunter of Wisdom. Cav 2K has the dart rifle. Roger C4 Wilco, you're fine. Richie Spaceman, you can have the dart pistol. 4 hearts, good. There we go. Alright. Holy cow, it is dark. Let's brighten things up a little bit. We are not in the corner. Actually, we are kind of in the corner. It's funny, you're just completed building some high-grade kits from Unicorn. So, my favorite high-grade kit is the Marasai. It is insanely posable for a high-grade kit, I find. Extremely well-balanced. That thing can balance on 1 foot easily. And it's just tons of fun posability-wise. The other high-grade kits that I like tend to be the ones that just the transformable ones that just haven't gotten master grades yet and probably won't, like Gaplant. Yeah, 8th MS team is pretty good. Also, we do have a ham for history, if anyone wants to take that. First person to choose a book and page number. My favorite designs from Unicorn were all old stuff, though. Like that was mecha porn, so much. Do you have a page number, Lel Bunny? I don't typically keep the page numbers from stream to stream because I need, like, that space. Don't go... Yes, no, don't do that. But there was definitely squeeing at various episodes when you got to see various suits come out. Start chapter 1 then. Alright, how about we start chapter 2, because we did chapter 1 already. Part of it. The political history of the Hittites. Tucked into the northeastern corner of the Mediterranean basin, the Anatolian Peninsula is geographically diverse. The fertile river valleys of the west give way to a high rugged semi-arid plateau in the east. Over 2,000 feet high in most places, the plateau is flanked by 2 mountain systems, the Taurus and the Pontus ranges. Beyond these, in both south and north, narrow coastal plains stretch in relative isolation, framing the Mediterranean and Black Seas respectively. Hot in summer and sometimes bitterly cold in winter, much of the central highlands was once covered by forests, but centuries of human activity have turned forest to grassland. The system of steppeland and river basin, punctuated by high mountainous areas, has defined the cultural development of the land. Communication flowed with the east-to-west orientation of the valleys, and contacts with the rest of the world depended either on the narrow passes that cut through its mountains, or on the ships that navigated its coastlines. The people who entrenched themselves in this land were as diverse as its geography, with the result that Anatolia's cultural development is not the story of one civilization, but of many. Before the Hittites came on the scene, Anatolia had already played host to any number of cultures. Although often viewed as peripheral to the better-known civilizations of Greece in the west and Mesopotamia to the east, Anatolia was center court for some of the most important developments in human history. There was one mecha that shows up near the end that was from... I think it was from... Gundam Sentinel, I think. Like, the fact that we haven't had a Gundam, a Sentinel Gundam series so far with the, S Gundam and XS Gundam, missed opportunities. Missed opportunities. That'd be a wonderful, wonderful, some wonderful animation. New Decides had some great-looking suits. I'm not sure that there's any aliens outside right now. And I'm not sure what we can get out of one of these missions either. Other than soldiers and navigators, anyone know if there's anything else of interest in here? Aquatoid-wise? Assuming that this is Aquatoids. Well, that's unfortunate that we didn't stun any of them. Only one, huh? Dang it. Oh, there you are. Sorry for your poor performance. It's not your fault. Alright, Tobias. Oh, I didn't give you any, melee stuff. There we go. You're asleep. There we go. Aquatoid Soldier. Aquatoid Soldier. Aquatoid Soldier. Well... You wouldn't assume high ranking? No, it's like a medium scout or a large scout. I'm just wondering about whether there's anyone worth getting alive at this point, because I'm pretty sure I got most of the people alive last time. I'm not sure that I got any corpses though. I think the navigator is the best you can capture from this mission? Okay. Fresh food for cafeteria is important. Yeah, but it's so fishy. Did that guy just run up to try to give Kilkakan a hug? Not enough time units. Ugh. These things are so slow. What is a sword? That's good. Oh, neglected to give some melee weapons to people. Oh, jeez. Mistakes were made. I don't think I'd get accuracy out of that. Not enough time units. We'll just sell them off. It's fine. Okay. I need like actual auto-firing SMGs or something like that. to get those kills, I think. Actually, you know what? I might be able to do it from here. There we go, now he's bleeding. Hi! Hi! Not going to be able to defend myself there, though, unfortunately. There's always someone standing here. Oh, it's good times. There we go. Rishi Spaceman didn't get one. Cav 2K did, though. Nope, I think I did kill him. Oh man, just executing them. It's terrible. We deserve monster for that. Hello? Hi. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm in the bathroom. Enemies killed 7, corpses recovered 7, live enemies captured 2, artifacts recovered 16, aquaplastics 36, total 238. I'm rather annoyed that you don't get like navigation or Zerbite or anything else like that from these. 1 melee for Brorhard, Cav 2K, 1 stamina, 1 accuracy, and 1 sanity. Hunter of Wisdom, 2 turn units, 2 stamina, 1 hit point, 1 accuracy, 2 strength, and 3 sanity. We got a deep 1 hatchet. Oh, we did get a Zerbite container, okay. Alright, yep, we've gotten everything out of the Aquatoid soldiers. Aquatoid corpse we have not done, so let's go ahead and sell off most of those. I don't think we need that many sonic pistols. Can we get Zerbite out of that? No. No, we cannot. Alright. Nope, not Machu Picchu. Ayers Rock. They have all my aquaplastics. Forbidden City can take the Zerbite container. Actually, no. We'll leave it here. Not enough Toxagon flasks. That's okay, for now. Finally caught up to you, jeez. When you're that deep underwater, everywhere is a bathroom? Well, yeah, except you're in a suit. Well, okay, they aren't. Another light fighter alien retaliation. Oh! Come get me! Come get me! Oh, man. I love when they do the flybys over my base. And my guys don't have to go anywhere, really. It's great. I love it. Research completed on the Shogg staff. 40 concussive, melee 90%, 17 time units. Accuracy modifier 50 plus 0.5 times melee accuracy. power bonus, 0.3 strength, plus 0.2 melee accuracy. This metallic staff is made of terramite. With minimal training, it can be used in hand-to-hand combat with surprisingly good results. I don't know about that. Get onto the Ant-Man corpse. Research completed on Moon satellite. As the alien invasion intensifies, it becomes critical to track down their insidious activity on Luna. Casual observation of the Moon from Earth is unlikely to bring the results soon enough, so we need to be more proactive. A natural solution would be to deploy a modified spy satellite to orbit the Moon and watch for any alien activity. With our resources, the launch won't be an issue, but the satellite's design will be a bit of a challenge. We need to equip it with the most advanced detection technology of alien origin. Also, the fact that there are no current satellites orbiting the Moon, so far as I'm aware, might give it away. There certainly aren't many. How many aliens have you seen not wearing clothes of any kind? It's true. We can now research hyperwave decoder miniaturization. For now, I think we'll put those, actually. Get into the Deep One Chieftain. We can now purchase satellite launch supply. Other? No. Equipment? No. Auxiliaries? No. All space capable? Yeah. 3.8 mil. And I just made it hidden. Whoops. That was a goof. I done goofed. Alright, research completed on hover tank Gauss. This hovering automated vehicle is armed with a powerful Gauss cannon that is far superior to any other kinetic weapon. Yes, the mutons are wearing a tight-fitting suit. What are the aliens doing on the Moon? Don't they know it's made of cheese? They're trying to steal our cheese! How dare they? Hyperwave decoder miniaturization. Let's go ahead and get 40 people onto that. Shield generator, enforcer, flying suit, stormtrooper armor, juggernaut suit. Okay, power armor appears to be done. Advanced robotics, enforcer, huh? Flying suit, stormtrooper armor, juggernaut suit. Alright, well this is a little bit easier, so we'll go with that. And 17 on shield generator. Just be happy the Moon isn't made of ham. I mean, nom nom. Research completed on the power suit. We now know what it does so long after we got it. Front armor 90, left and right armor 80, rear armor 70, under armor 60. 115% damage from kinetic. Really? Wow, they're bad against kinetic. I mean, with the armor as good as it is, it would basically take Gauss or Mass Driver to injure us. 10% from incendiary, 90% from concussive, 85 from plasma, 80 from stun, 0 from choke, 20 from EMP, 20 from electric, 90 from warp, anti-E115, 0, and time units minus 15. I didn't realize that it gave time units minus 15. Full damage from laser. Takes away the magic of mystery. A powerful new protection for soldiers. This armor is powered by an Illyrium energy source. It greatly amplifies the carrying capacity of the wearer while retaining good mobility. It offers great protection for combat troops. Oh, it's usable underwater. Well, shoot. Wish I'd known that. Minus 15 time units, minus 5 firing accuracy, minus 25 throwing accuracy. We can now research Flying Suit, Enforcer, Stormtrooper Armor, and Juggernaut Suit. So we got the shield generator from something else. Maybe we had the shield generator. I don't know. Heavy weapon platform, Gauss cannon, hover. 140 kinetic is pretty good. An unarmed attack power suit. 0.1 times reactions plus 0.5 melee accuracy. Accuracy modifier is 0.5 times reactions plus 0.5 melee accuracy. 12 turn units, 90% accuracy, 20 stun base damage. Cyber armor gets more modifiers. Although it's less from your melee accuracy. Calcinite's electric attack, 90. Yuck. 200% melee accuracy. Yuck. Hallucinoid freeze. 50 stun. Hallucinoids use a biochemical weapon consisting of thousands of conidocytes. These specialized cells launch microcanisters filled with cryo agent with enough force to pierce an armored exoskeleton. This cryo agent causes an endothermic reaction, freezing the victim in an instant. Even if the attack doesn't kill the victim by itself, it will cause enough damage that the victim stops fighting back and is easily consumed by the hallucinoid. No power bonus, so it's basically just 50 damage. That's not bad, actually. A lot of our armor is going to resist that. Hallucinoid mental attack. Hallucinoids use basic psionic abilities to distract and hypnotize their prey. While the concept is relatively simple, it produces a complex reaction in the brain of higher animals, often making them too mesmerized to react to or even notice being attacked by the hallucinoid before it's too late. Okay. Spacesuit. A basic spacesuit. Basic gear allowing our agents to survive in the outer space. So like a mission outer space. 120% from kinetic. Yeah, you'd think that kinetic would be pretty bad with a spacesuit. 40% from incendiary, 80% from concussive and chemical, 0 from choke and EMP, 70% from electric, 0 from anti-E115, minus 30 time units, minus 15 stamina, minus 10 firing accuracy, minus 15 throwing and melee accuracy. Okay. Another alien retaliation. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Oh, right, we'll shoot it down. Yum. Pew pew! Secret clinic found in Atlanta. Alright. Cape Carrot. And we do have another ham for history. Whoever wants that can choose a book and page number. Hope some of our armor is space capable, because that suit sucked. Yeah, some of it is. Power suits, certainly. Nope. So I should also point out that the loss of time units for being overloaded is directly related to how overweight you are as a percentage. So this, since the weight capacity is 2, this would put Gengen at half turn units. Just that alone. Get too many more things on there and Gengen wouldn't even be able to drop anything. Which is actually kind of a hilarious situation when you think about it. It's like you the dog has picked something up and now can't drop it. Rupert, let's go ahead and give you some knives. Expatriate. 41 to 164, 36 to 44. Yeah, let's go with the turbo laser sniper. I mean, it's still really good damage on this. This is still much more damage. Actually, you know what? Let's go for the mass driver sniper. There we go. Yeah, it's still good damage. There we go. Well, there is the suspicious clinic right there. There is a foe right there. I cannot see the hybrids. Yeah, this armor apparently covers up their shield flashing. Hittites 49, alrighty. Rip his butt off. Alright, seal and mortar, come on out here. There's probably going to be some people in some of these buildings and stuff, so I do want to watch there. Get dead. Alright, I cannot shoot you. I can by coming over here. Ah, only bleeding. Alright, Hittites 49. Let's go ahead and read that. Alright, this is still a political history of the Hittites. Let's see. Looking for a good place to start here. Let's see. Suppiluliuma's war now entered a new phase, one that would take several years to complete. The conquest of Carchemish, the final stage in his subjugation of Mitanni, was left to his son Telepinu, whom he had installed as king of the land of Aleppo. But a Hurrian counterattack forced Suppiluliuma to make another personal appearance in Syria. While his general Lupaki fought off an Egyptian bid to retake the city of Kadesh in Amka, Suppiluliuma laid siege to Carchemish. It was while he was camped outside the city that an envoy from Egypt arrived in the Hittite camp with a letter from the Egyptian queen asking for a Hittite prince in marriage. The year was 1327 BCE, and the narratives that recount this episode affirm that it was a remarkable occurrence even for those who lived it. It seems no less so today. The queen, Ankhesenamun, widow of Tutankhamun, wrote, "My husband has died and I have no son. They say you have many sons. If you will give me one of your sons, he will become my husband. I do not wish to choose a subject of mine and make him my husband. I am afraid." Suppiluliuma's response was understandable and very human. "Nothing like this has ever happened to me in my whole life." Naturally suspicious, he sent an envoy to Egypt to verify the communication and in the meantime devoted his attention to the siege of Carchemish. In the time it took the envoy to make the round trip between the two courts, several months had passed. Suppiluliuma had captured Carchemish, installed his son Piasili, also known as Shari Kushu, as its king, and returned to Hattusa, where he received the queen's angry retort. "Why did you say they deceived me in that way? If I had a son, would I have written about my own and my land's embarrassing predicament to a foreign land? You did not believe me and have dared to speak this way to me." Reassured by the queen's emissary Hani that the offer was sincere, Suppiluliuma made arrangements for his son Zananza to travel to Egypt. For a brief moment in time, the Hittites were poised for world domination. Such was not to be, however, as the next messenger to the Hittite court would come bearing the news of Zananza's murder en route to Egypt. Dismissing the protestations of innocence from the new pharaoh Ai, a bereaved and angry Suppiluliuma immediately took punitive action, sending Hittite troops into the Egyptian-held territories. Ironically, the Egyptian prisoners whom they transported back to Hatti from these camps were blamed for the plagues that wreaked havoc in the Hittite heartland for the next 2 decades. 6 years after his conquest of Carchemish, Suppiluliuma died, probably from this very plague. His son and successor, Arnuwanda II, also succumbed to it after little more than a year on the throne. And you want me to continue? Okay. As impressive as Suppiluliuma's conquests were, his most important legacy was in the formation of a series of alliances secured by treaty that brought the vassals and appanage kingdoms firmly under the control of the Hittite king. Whatever successes his predecessors may have had, through his system of alliances and the appointment of his sons Shari Kushu and Telepinu to administer his Syrian holdings, which now included Ugarit, Nuhase, Kadesh, and Amaru, Suppiluliuma went beyond mere conquest to establish for the first time a sustainable Hittite empire. As we have seen, royal transitions bring instability. When the news of Suppiluliuma's illness and then that of Arnuwanda, the Hittite vassals became restive. Suppiluliuma's youngest son, Mursili, was still a youth when he assumed the kingship in 1321 BCE after his brother's unexpected death. According to him, the enemies of Hatti maligned him, saying, "His father, who was king of the land of Hatti and a hero king, held sway over the enemy lands, and he became a god. His son, who ascended to his father's throne, had been a great warrior, but he fell ill, and he too has become a god. But he who has recently ascended to his father's throne is a boy. He will not preserve the land of Hatti and its borders." With Mursili's older brothers Shari Kushu and Telepinu effectively deterring any immediate threat from Assyria and Egypt from their viceregal seats at Carchemish and Aleppo, respectively, the Casca presented the most immediate problem for the new king, and he turned his attention first to halting their reign of terror in the north. Soon, however, developments in the west would again take center stage. Here, Mursili faced a new coordinated offensive initiated by the king of Arzawa, Uhaziti, in collaboration with the king of Akiyawa and the city of Milawanda, known to the Greeks as Miletos. Joined by his brother Shari Kushu and confident that the gods were firmly on his side, Mursili vanquished the forces of Arzawa and transported its population to the Hittite heartland, and perhaps elsewhere. Uhaziti fled to the islands off the coast, where he died in exile. With the elimination of Arzawa, its constituent parts, Hapala, Mira, and the Seha River land, hastened to acknowledge Hatti as their overlord. In the case of the Seha River land, Mursili II was persuaded, according to his own account, to spare the life of the disloyal vassal only after he sent his elderly mother to Mursili's camp to beg for his life. Mursili II gave Mira Kawalia to Mashiwi Luwa, the Seha Riverland, and Apawiya to a rehabilitated Manapa Tarhunda, and Hapala to Targasnali. The west was finally under Hittite control. Hey, Canis. How's it going? Yeah, many of those names are Indo-European, and yet they do sound very odd to our ears. The Hittites are the oldest known Indo-European language that's attested. Obviously, there are older ones, but we don't have attestations of them. Alright, bring Farron out. Average Joe, you can go ahead and get some overwatching in this direction. Mr. Boring Guy. Shaw, come on out. And Vala. There's a lot of space out this way, but I'm not sure that there's a whole lot we're going to have enemy-wise. Let's do that. That should do. That should do just fine. Yeah, there's some really interesting situations that happened with the Hittites, for sure. I'd be a great ancient history teacher. Not so much. I'd get rather annoyed by it, actually. It's a lot of work. Holy cow, there's a lot of people up there. I was hoping for more death up there. Well. Let's go ahead and bring some more people over. Yes, I know there's a lot of people there. Have not really seen too many people outside, so... Let's see, Farron, can you get over here? Yes, you can. Don't shoot at me. That's rude. Alright, see how this goes. Yeah, more reaction training. Might as well. At least a great online teller of ancient history. Pew pew. Well, took care of the those stairs there. Saw some armor damage. Not a whole lot of actual damage so far. Whoops. Ah, crap. There's a grenade. And another grenade, I think. And another grenade. Well. I think all those grenades are gonna wreck us. Yeah. That was a hilarious route. That's also not a great way. Okay, so we need to actually take out some of you guys. Okay, you can reaction. Get you dead. You actually cannot take 2 snapshots, unfortunately. There we go. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, hello. There we go. Farron can't do any more shooting. Alright, you can't hit any of them. So you guys, some of you guys can see them, but not actually hit any of them right now. Dang it. Well, that's unfortunate. That room doesn't look very fun. I mean, the floaty suspended animation machine looks fun, but the blood everywhere kind of tempers that. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Alright. Rupert, now can you get this guy? No. This guy? No. Alright, gonna have to, you don't have a good grenade either. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Chuck a big boom up there. I just have to hope for no more grenades coming our way. Dang it! How dare you kill my robot? That's rude. No killing my robots. Dog? That was supposed to be a rip and tear moment. Alright, there's an injury out there. There we go. Okay, no one is actually, bleeding, so that's good. That guy's a little on fire. Well, I revealed another guy. So it was fun. No more kills. So good. And this guy's on fire now, too. I approve. Alright, now let's see if we can get some Overwatch. Some good Overwatch going. Also, someone got injured slightly, didn't they? Yeah, Expatriate got injured slightly. No fatal wounds, though. Someone just died. Oh, that's a injury. You'd think they'd be surrendering by now, but... Alright, that guy back there is kind of dangerous. Alright, we do have an injury. Farron. Farron has 2 fatal wounds. Rupert doesn't actually have any good medical items. Neither does Strafonio. Average Joe, you only have 20 bravery? Yeah. Let's definitely get you use you to heal up. Bravery training. I think he's dead. Found him. Hi, Mr. Scientist. Pew pew. There's still someone else, huh? Someone who is not surrendering. All right. Where could you be? Oh, there we go. Well, took care of the stairs. There we go. What's that icon when you spray fire that pops up near your unit's suppression? No, there's an icon up in the upper right. That's for some of the, is logo on the van significant? I don't know. The icon up in the upper right is psionics for the hybrids, if that's one that you're talking about. Enemies killed 29, 379 points. Corpses recovered 25, 115 points. Live enemies captured 1 for 10 points. Enemies surrendered 4 for 40 points. Artifacts recovered 8 for 16 points. 9 alien reproduction and 1 alien alloy. 579 total points. Zaku 2, 3 reactions. Gengen, 1 turn unit, 1 stamina, 1 hit point, 3 reactions, 3 melee, 3 sanity. Kneel before Zod, 1 reaction. Seal and Mortar got nothing, unfortunately. Shawl, 1 turn unit, 3 reactions, 2 sanity. Mr. Boring Guy, 3 reactions, 2 accuracy, 2 sanity. Dr. Entropy, 1 reaction, 3 accuracy. Vala, 2 stamina, 4 reactions, 1 strength. Average Joe, 1 stamina, 2 reactions, 1 sanity. Farron got nothing. Minister of Information, 1 reaction, 3 accuracy, 1 strength, 3 sanity. Rufert, 2 throwing. 007, 2 sanity. And Expatriate, 1 reaction. Alright, sell off some of these plasma pistols. Sell off Toxagun. Strange human corpses, sell off all of those. Got 1 Advent agent, gotten everything out of that. 1 scientist, everything out of that. 1 agent, everything out of that. Specialist, done. Alright. So yeah, that's good. Alright, transfer over to Atlantis. The plasma stuff. The Toxagun. Plasma grenades. Not the Psi. Near each unit itself was a little triangle. Oh, that's what direction they're facing. It shows up if you hold Alt, I think. Warden of North America, Zaku 2, 4th Award. Warden of North America 007, 3rd Award. Death Dealer, Farron, 3rd Award. Keystone, Rufert and Strafonio, 5th Award each. Lazy Monkey, 6th Award. Ice Cold Killer, Mr. Boring Guy, 2nd Award. Dr. Entropy and Average Joe, 1st Award. And Rufert, 3rd Award. Gunner, Dr. Entropy, 2nd Award. Jungle Mower, Farron, 1st Award. Mauler, Gengen, 2nd Award. Executioner, Rufert, 1st Award. Overwatcher, Kneel Before Zod, 3rd Award. 1st Award for Dr. Entropy, Average Joe, and Minister of Information. 2nd Award for Rufert. Elite Shawl, 1st Award. Trooper, Kneel Before Zod, 1st Award. Mr. Boring Guy, 2nd Award. And Master of the Magma Pulse LMG, Seal and Mortar, 1st Award. Yeah, it lets you know what direction they're facing, which is pretty handy, especially with like small units or those that it's hard to tell what direction they're facing, like a cyber disk. Research completed on the Shog Cudgel. 85 cutting. Not sure that's what a cudgel does. Power bonus is pure strength. Oh, wow. Wow. A simple blunt weapon, fashioned from a variety of materials available in Shog. Huh. Alright. Let's go ahead and get more people onto the Ant-Man corpse. It's a sharp club, yeah. So blunt that it cuts. Shog Hammer. 60 concussive. This Terramite Hammer is a deadly weapon in strong hands. It easily wrecks weak armor and has a strong concussive effect. 0.8 times strength. It's a little bit faster than a standard sledgehammer. It is also basically the same. Well, I guess it's not quite the same. Sprite just changed. Sledgehammer actually has a higher strength modifier. Same accuracy. So it's a little bit faster to use for a little bit less damage. With enough strength, anything will cut. Research completed on the chitin knife. 10 cutting, 0.1 strength times 0.2 melee accuracy. This dagger was skillfully made from some large arthropod's carapace. It has quite a few accuracy modifiers, including from strength, but yeah, it's just unconditionally not as good as a titanium knife. Shog Sting Rifle, research completed. 33 chemical. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't get hit with that. This handheld weapon shoots needle-sharp spikes of biological origin. Thanks to unique properties of the material these spikes are composed of, they can penetrate light armor, creating a tiny hole through which potent chemical agent is applied. This weapon causes severe burns deep under the victim's skin, often leading to gruesome death. Well, nothing about ignoring armor. I mean, it's a chemical weapon. It's not bad, but I think that the Toxigun is probably going to be better for that. Trading finished at Great Zimbabwe for Sigurdur. Alright. A medium abductor. Alien infiltration. Alright, Nevermore. Head on out. Sputnik, head on out. I want this over the water. There we go. Stuff arriving. Not enough special materials to produce tritanium shrapnel rockets at Cahokia. Whoops. First of all, no unpacking to do. No hacking to do. Alright, components, alien alloys. I'll need a lot. Hey, Gleaser, how's it going? The more you watch Auld play this, more and more you want to play yourself. Well, go ahead and do so. Do let me know if you stream it. If it's at a time that works for me, I will try to catch it. Research completed. Ant-Man corpse. Hi, fellow. These insectoids have all the characteristics of sapient tool-using creatures. Well-developed brain structures, dexterous hands, and good senses. Do they have dexterous hands? I'm not so sure about that. You're tempted by X-Pirates, though? They also have tough chitinous armor and are very strong. Their mouth glands produce potent acid used for construction and warfare. They are somewhat resistant to many weapons used by XCOM, especially bullets, fire, and chemicals. Their main weakness is a laser beam. Gets out the big can of Raid. And the giant ant traps. Let's go ahead and put 16 there and 16 there. Actually, hold on. Let's get more people onto the worker, I think. Another secret clinic found. I'm not actually going to do it. Well, no, we can do it with a different one. I'm tired of these secret clinics, though. Is there anything that ends them? Do we have any good, No, I haven't gotten any good armor here. Suspicious clinic. Hybrid storage facility found in Tokyo. They're storing all the animus. Let's do a hybrid storage animu raid. There's a warehouse in this area where alien hybrids store supplies for their masters. The objective is to seize these materials for research. To abort the mission, return XCOM operatives to the transport vehicle and click on the abort mission icon. I think we're good. Oh, hi. How's it going, guys? Alright. Let's make sure that this doesn't go poorly for our own. We have our own giant floating Nilla wafer. Yum! You know, I'll be honest, I was expecting a little bit more death out of that than just one person. Just gonna put that out there. I mean, I know they take 80% from kinetic, but come on. It's a good weapon. Alright, Tafoofer. Auto shot, please. Thank... Oh. Well. Bye, corpse. Bye, tree. Alright, you could be dangerous. What if we... Let's go get someone out there to, Did you just shoot me? Here. Have a gun back. There you go. Alright, Lord T-Rat. Gnaw his ankles off. Oh, that's not great. Can you get back here? Not quite. Run away! Alright, Lithriandel. 0%. I do have a trained rat in the crew. Trained giant rat, specifically. Agent Wavy. Take this guy out, please. Moobot. Thank you. Alright, Chaban Reeve. Go ahead and get you out. Fireball, come on out. Magnum Dracomon, you come out. Alright, I want to try to give other targets for the enemies other than Lord T-Rat. Good thing about the spiritual successors of XCOM like Xenonauts or UFO Afterlight, or whatever the first one that series was, is that there's an option to deal with missions that you can't be bothered with to do yourself without them just despawning and giving you a penalty. I mean, it'd be nice, but you can just land and take off. And other than ones that... I mean... Well, let's go see how this does. Go get the flying frisbee. That was just armor damage. Okay, let's not use that weapon. That would be silly. Guess we'll do it that way. In order an airstrike, yeah. I mean, I know that's one of the things that a lot of people would like in this game, and to a certain extent, I'd kind of like that too, but... Like I said, you can just land and... Can we not shoot under this thing, please? Thank you. I heard a door. Oh no, you shot me with a pump-action shotgun. Whatever shall I do? Hybrid worker has gone berserk. Oh my. It may have been a little bit of an overkill situation, but is it really? Alright, Lord T-Rat, you have done enough. Your service is appreciated. Get back into the craft. Let's make sure you stay alive. Whichever may occur. Who took that shot? Oh, hi. Let's see, 45. Overkill is the best kill. You do have some other weapons. Oh, is this the warehouse? Because I figured this was the warehouse. Yeah, I think that this is the warehouse. Oh, door open down there. Hi there. How's it going? Going well. Alright. Alright, enemies killed at 12, corpse recovered at 10, alien food 14, 4 alien surgery, 188 points, noticeable rating. Can the aliens hide in the crates? No. Lord T-Rat, 3 turn units, 3 stamina, 2 melee, 3 sanity. Agent Wavy, 2 turn units, 1 stamina, 2 strength, 3 sanity. Lithriandel, 3 stamina, 1 hit point, 2 sanity. Moobot, 1 accuracy, 2 sanity. Chimpan Reeve, 1 turn unit, 1 hit point, 2 strength, 3 sanity. Tafoofer, 2 stamina, 1 hit point, 1 reaction, 1 accuracy, 2 strength, and 1 sanity. And we got some junk that we're all going to sell off. Alien drone corpses. We will keep those. Warden of Southeast Asia, Pupanel. Second award, Solid, Watiensi, Fireball, and Tafoofer. First award each. Magna Dracomon, 6th award. Rocket Scientist, Pupanel, 5th award. Elite Agent Wavy, 3rd award. Let's go ahead and land near the suspicious clinic. Rex Savage. I think we want something else for you. Let's go for the cannon. Oh, I can't go for the cannon because I don't have any clips for it on this vehicle. That's right, I forgot about that. Alright, turbo laser pistol. That's just decent. Let's see. Furry Wolf is fine. Lucky's fine. Godspawn 7. Don't have a better laser for you. So that's fine. McCormiss. Burnt Pies. Kyle Lux. Zerfal's crazy name. You guys are all fine. Denabre can carry something else, though. How about a plasma grenade? Ziggy Zap is good. You can take a grenade, though. Actually, you don't even have any spare ammo for that. I need to get better armor for this team, clearly. "94 kills her," says the save viewer. Yep. Yeah, she's doing pretty well. What do you have? You've got that. That's nothing to worry about. That's not really something I need to worry about either. Oh, hi. How's it going? Also, there is someone back there. Jesus, they're just like everywhere around here. There we go. Well. Oh, that was wonderful. That was fantastic. I will take that. Oof. Alright, Kyolux. What do we got? You were not the one who did the shooting. You are. $37 to $150, and we do not get a kill. Disappointing. Boy, this team needs some big improvements. Okay, you're not too dangerous. You're a little dangerous. So are you. I'll put you on Overwatch, though. Same thing with McCormiss. And Lucky. Let's get you out here. Okay. Ald only has 241 kills. Yeah, yeah. I need to step up my game a little bit, don't I? Okay, only armor damage. That's good. No one is, no one is actually injured. Yeah, so these arrows, they're indicating the direction that, people are facing. Go ahead and get you there. Go ahead and get you there. Get you there. See if you guys can take some more snapshots at things as they show up. Yeah, and this psi, it's specifically for the hybrids. They can make psi attacks automatically. They don't need the psi amps that regular humans do. Oh, that might be bad. All right, Lucky. I guess we're gonna see how lucky you really are. Let's get Rack Savage over here as well. Wonder why the game decides hybrids are the biggest threat? I mean, it's not quite that. I haven't... If I advance the techs a bit more in terms of, like... Ah, dang it. In terms of the, you know, like, affects game progress thing, that will open up new missions, and that's one of the things, is that I just haven't been doing some of those. Excellent. Nice miss. We do have a couple grenades coming our way, though, unfortunately. Okay, no one is actually killed from that. And in fact, no one is... No one has taken a fatal wound from that. Zerfall's crazy name took a little bit of damage, but not really all that much. There we go. Of course, I am putting myself at risk of more grenades and stuff, but we'll go with it. Alright, we got another ham for history in the chat. Hybrid worker has gone berserk. That's good. Unfortunately, we're not getting reaction fire against him. Nice. Oh, there comes another grenade. Hybrid agent has panicked. Agent has gone berserk. Specialist has panicked. Another grenade, but I think that went on a roof. Okay. Nope. Alright, can I tell who may have been the one who chucked a grenade? Not really. Alright, let's see about just taking out some of these guys then. Aim shot on you for nothing. No claims on the ham for history yet. Alright, continue on the Hittites. Alright. Get you dead and fail to kill you. Dang it. I was hoping for some luck there. Nope. %, probably a little bit too low. No line of fire. Wait, how do you see him then? Weird. Alright, let's try that. There comes a grenade. And another grenade. Alright, we do have some injured people. Let's see. Where was I? For the next 2 years, Mercilia focused his attention against the northern frontier, where the Casca had organized themselves under Pihunia. Although Mercilia defeated his forces and brought him back to Hattusa, the situation in the north was far from calm, when in his 9th year he made the journey to Kumani in Kizuwatna to celebrate the festival of Hebat, a cult that his father had neglected. An alien Shari Kushu made the trip from Carchemish to Kumani for a meeting with the king during his stay in the city. Both brothers had been engaged for the past 2 years in quelling rebellions at Nuhase, which had the support of the Egyptian forces and Kadesh. With Shari Kushu's sudden death in Kumani during that visit and Telepanu's earlier that year, the rebellion strengthened. Assyria, which had been waiting for an opportunity to fill the vacuum left by the destruction of the kingdom of Mitanni, invaded and occupied the kingdom of Carchemish. Azi Hayasa, too, took advantage of the situation by overrunning the upper land. With the help of his generals, Mercilia was able to withstand the threats from all fronts. Assyria was driven out of Carchemish, and Mercilia was able to install the sons of Shari Kushu and Telepanu as viceroys in Carchemish and Aleppo, respectively. While in Kumani, Mercilia had prayed for the well-being of his family, in particular for his wife Gosalawea, who had for some time been the target of the animosity of the reigning queen, the Babylonian princess called Tawananna, who was Suppiluliuma's last wife. As a side note, a wife of a king kept her position even after the death of her husband, which usually involved a role in the religion. Marsili suspected Tawananna of several serious abuses of her power. She'd even dared to interpret a solar eclipse that occurred while Marsili was away campaigning in Azi-Hayasa in his 10th year, as predicting the king's death. Perhaps she hoped that her own son might replace him as king. Marsili could endure all her offenses, but when Gosalawea died despite his urgent appeals to the gods to spare her life, he knew that Tawananna's sorceress invocations had been behind it. Quote, "She stands day and night before the gods and curses my wife before the gods, and she wishes for her death, saying, 'Let her die.' Oracular inquiry confirmed the queen's guilt in the matter, and the gods authorized the king to take her life. In a display of restraint, however, he opted instead to depose her and banish her from the capital. The queen was not the only problem that Marsili had inherited from his father. The plague that Suppiluliuma had brought home from his conquests in Syria continued to rage unabated throughout the kingdom well into the latter half of Marsili's reign. There was no question that this scourge had been brought on by an angry deity, but Marsili had to find the source of its anger. Oracular inquiry identified 3 possible causes, each attributable to Suppiluliuma. Among the possibilities was a retaliatory attack Suppiluliuma had made on Egyptian-held Amka, which it turned out was a violation of an old treaty between Hatti and Egypt. While maintaining that the responsibility for the plague did not rest with him personally, Marsili promptly made restitution for his father's lapses. Alrighty. Alright, so let's see. Who is injured? None of you guys. Rack Savage and Lucky was not so lucky this time. You're okay on bravery. Oh, that's not great. Rack Savage, you are 40, that's okay. But still not high enough, so hopefully you will get some out of that. Auto shot on you, please. And a no. Alright, burnt pies. Dang it. How well do you think you'd do on a game show like Jeopardy? Not that well. My knowledge tends to be a little bit too specialized in terms of, I don't have a broad range of stuff that they talk about. I had a chemistry teacher who was on Jeopardy, and he was in the lead until the final Jeopardy question, which was about luggage. So, yeah, there's there's a lot of ways that that can go badly for you on Jeopardy, just with one thing that you know nothing about. Yeah, the last category was luggage. Open floor plan by XCOM. What can you ask about luggage? Plenty. As they did. But that's the thing, is like there's a lot of things like that where I know nothing about. Like any sports category, well, that's all points that I'm not getting. I did actually try out for Jeopardy, and what they do for that is they give you 10 questions, and you have to answer all 10 to be considered. I got 7 out of 10, so... Jeopardy favors a wide breadth of general knowledge over very limited but deep knowledge. Yeah, and I wouldn't even say that I have deep knowledge about a lot of the categories, a lot of the things that I like. Like, I don't know that they've ever had a Hittite category. Now, when there's a dinosaur category, sweep. Total sweep. I mean, I do extremely well on Trivial Pursuit. Like, my family will not play Trivial Pursuit anymore. They won't do it if I'm playing. They refuse. Enemies killed 26, corpses recovered 24, live enemies captured 1, enemies surrendered 4, artifacts recovered 8, 551 points. Old ruined game night. Do you mind telling us what your job is? No, because you're looking at it. I do this full time right now. I used to work in IT. And I quit because I got sick and tired of it. It's a terrible, terrible job. MSO9 Dom, 1 reaction, 1 accuracy. Captain Commando, 2 stamina, 1 reaction, 2 accuracy, 2 sanity. Rack Savage, 2 turn units, 1 stamina, 2 reactions, 2 sanity. Furry Wolf, 1 stamina, 2 reactions, 1 accuracy, 1 sanity. Lucky, 2 stamina, 3 reactions, 2 accuracy, 2 sanity. Lucky, I did you. Godspawn 7, 1 stamina, 2 hit points, 5 reactions, 3 accuracy, 1 strength, and 4 sanity. McCormiss, 1 stamina, 2 reactions, 1 accuracy. Burnt Pies, 2 stamina, 4 accuracy, 1 sanity. Kyolux, 1 stamina, 3 accuracy, 2 sanity. Zerfal's Crazy Name, 2 stamina, 6 reactions. Denabre, 1 stamina, 1 reaction, 2 strength, 3 sanity, and Zweistein, 1 reaction, 1 sanity. He worked in IT for the hybrid clinic. Actually, so I've had a variety of things, but I'm in the DC area, so some of it was government contract. But then after that, and what I did before when I quit was working for a company that shoot, what is the term? Yeah, I'm completely blanking on the term. It's been a number of years since I quit, so I don't remember all of it. But basically, it was a company that contracted out to small companies to do IT support. So we had a call center, we would send out people as needed, and some of our bigger clients we'd have people at every day or every, other day or that sort of thing, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something like that. But it was mostly with associations in the DC area. So, all of the lobbying groups. And some of those are shitty groups. Let me tell you. As you can guess. Sell off most of the plasma pistols. Sell off Toxigun. Strange human corpses. And that's it. Yeah, outsourced IT support. But that's not the term I was looking for. It's, there's a specific term for it, but again, I've been out of it for many, many years, so I've just completely forgotten the term. Only some of those? Yeah, only some of them. Some of them are good. Cannoneers, Zerfal's Crazy Name, first award. Solid, Burnt Pies, fifth award. Keystone, Rack Savage, Godspawn, first award each. Third award for McCormiss, Kyolux, and Zerfal's Crazy Name. Patient, Lucky, third award. Ice Cold Killer. One of the ones that I worked for that isn't bad is the National Park Foundation. They're a lobbying group for the national parks. They're pretty good people. Ice Cold Killer, MSO9 Dom, second award. Kyolux, second award. And Captain Commando, first award. Hunter Killer, MSO9 Dom, second award. Jungle Mower, Burnt Pies, first award. Lucky, Burnt Pies, seventh award. Executioner, Captain Commando, and Kyolux, first award each. Battle Scarred, Rack Savage, first award. Lucky, second award. Overwatcher, MSO9 Dom, Captain Commando, and Lucky, first award each. Kyolux, fourth award. Sniper, Kyolux, second award. Elite, Rack Savage, second award. Lucky, fifth award. Trooper, Denabre, second award. And Master of the Heavy Weapon Platform Autocannon, MSO9 Dom, first award. I should probably get rid of the, get the Dom in some other form of, thing. Ald worked on HAL, Skynet, and Whopper. Do you want to play a game? Research completed. Deep One Chieftain. Okay, we don't actually get anything out of that. Good to know. Good to know. Get all of you onto the Advanced Underwater Operations. Medium Abductor Alien Base Activity. The heck does Alien Base Activity mean in that case? Armor-wise, get you into a power suit. Power suit, you can get back into the assault suit. Still wounded. Ariyaru is no longer wounded, though. Stormtrooper armor. Let's see. Kijigun can sit out, I think. Get Mr. Wolverine back on. Shadow Mouse and Elmandretta, Canis Rufus, get up there. Next Gemini, get up there. Kimball, get up there. And Sierra Mike, get up there. And... right, don't have Meridian. That's okay. Just keep seeing all those alien bases and you just want to ask little Bunny and Poopinel to say hi with their signature weapons. That'd be nice. I do need to work on getting some of those investigated. And let's go ahead and get Unleash Hot Plasma on that one. There we go. Alright, Raven 8. Now, I want to try to get you over water, because I don't really want to do you. And I don't think you're going to land. Dang it! How dare they know where the water is? It landed. No. I guess we'll go do it. I mean, we'll get some Illyrium out of it. Surprised alien base activity lands. I don't think that's make a base. Alright, Ariaro, you are good. Might as well give you some grenades, though. Do I not have any alien grenades to give to people? No, I do. There we go. There we go. We'll go with those. Base activity can mean building a new base. Sure, but I mean, we see alien base activity from, like, so many things. Load. Do I have any more clips for you? Not sure. Let's go ahead and give you some of these. That's a pistol. There we go, that's a rifle. EMP, proximity. I need to get these off, the anti-personnel mines. That's fine. Alright, Borhard, load you up again. You can take an axe. High explosive. Titanium shrapnel charge. And how about an Illyrium explosive? Why not? Richie Spaceman, you've got the chemical rounds in. I guess that's okay. A Bardiche. Stun Rod. Regular grenade, a shrapnel grenade. How about another regular grenade? And how about some knives, too? Let's go with that. That's always fun. Another regular grenade. Roger C4 Wilco. Load you up. You got the shotgun there. That's good. You've got some knives already. Actually, you know what? The dart pistol... And I don't think there's anything that we need to keep alive, but I may as well start taking some of these. Just so that we can choose to do so if we want. Alright, Cav, that's you. You, I think, had the Dagon staff, so let's give you that. Give you some knives as well, in case we decide to do some throwing training. No, that's too heavy. There we go. Actually, no, you need a stun rod too. My mistake. There we go. Alright, seal and mortar, you're good. Got the titanium clip, you've got the regular clip in. Nerdly Wisdom, subscribe to Tier 1. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. How's it going? You should probably get a med kit. That's going to be our last one. Take the advanced healing spray. Regular healing spray, just so someone has it. You're good? Long-time YouTube fan? Thought you'd check out a stream? Well, I appreciate you coming out. Give some throwing knives, Hunter of Wisdom, load you up. Not enough items. I'm not sure what you had then. I guess it doesn't matter. Actually, you probably had a med kit. That's probably what you had. I don't have a whole lot of healing gel. Do I have anyone with, like, a ton of healing gel? No, but that's... We'll take that off. There we go. I wish it would tell you what you're missing. Oh, wait, you had healing gel. Nah, oh well. I mean, you got that, so I guess I will give you some knives. Canis Rufus, you can have the last knives. Kimball needs a weapon, and I'm not exactly sure what you had, other than maybe that. You can carry ammo for that. It does tell you... Well, right, but it's not that something does... Because, I mean, I haven't been in a mission in the mission yet to lose anything. Nothing's been destroyed. It's just... I must have given something to someone else. And I don't know what it was. That's my complaint there. Healing gel. Ex-Gemini is fine. Tobias is fine, although we should probably go with something other than this weapon. Yeah, Tobias, you get the Gauss rifle. Alright, that'll do. Alright, hi little sectoid, how's it going? Oh, lots of you. There is the UFO. Pew pew. Snapshot. No corpse left. Alright. That's pretty good. Ah, we've got two guys over there, huh? Okay. Can you get up here? Yes, you can. And there's a new guy over there. 6%. Let's not take that chance. 51%. How did you know that I shot from there? No corpses left behind. Our larders need filling. Well, yeah, but we're not filling the larders because there's no corpses left behind. Cav 2K could take a snapshot. So let's go ahead and do so. Pew pew! Dang it. Disappointing. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Yes, I know, but I can't shoot from there anyway, so it doesn't matter. Roger C4 Wilco and Canis Rufus both have short-range weapons, so that's not going to help much. Hunter of Wisdom. Nope. Nope. That's a short-range weapon. Shadow Mousy. Pew pew. Well, we shot the rock. That's the important thing, right? We shot the rock. Another rock got shot. All right. Well. Yeah, 0%. I'm going to be putting a lot of faith into this, this armor here. At least you hit something, but sadly no alien this time. Actually, that is a chance to hit. Not enough time. Alright. Okay, I'm not as worried about that weapon. Kind of worried about that weapon. Worried about that weapon. No line of fire. Okay. Okay. Excellent. One down. It was a very bad rock. Snapshot. It's a hit. I guess. I wasn't expecting this many aliens to be outside, to be honest. Ow. You injured someone. Jerks. Canis Rufus, 1 fatal wound. Alright, you'll be okay for a little while. There we go. I love these deep holes we've made. And I love how this this little dead tree thing is floating there. Alright, let's see. Cav 2K, 50. Where's Hunter of Wisdom? Hunter of Wisdom, 20. Yeah, you need to do the healing. There we go. Alright, Canis Rufus. Head up this way because you have a weapon that I want to use up the ammo for. Just have everyone advance towards the craft. Now, there is an alien who walked up that way, so we do need to keep that in mind. I say, as I ensure that not a single person can reaction fire. I have a plan, though. I have a plan. Is it a good plan? Probably not. But it is a plan. Well, I need to get some of you guys a lot more time units. Like, Roger C4 Wilco, 108 time units, and then Kilkakan with, like, 74. Definitely need to do some substantial... And I think that's basically all just from, like, awards. Because I think pretty much everyone has all the time units and stamina that they're going to get at this point from just shooting things, killing the enemies. Alright, let's see. 30. Let's see, how far can I get? Let's go to 64. There we go. So you can take 2 snapshots. Hopefully you will see anything that comes out. If anything does come out. Okay. There we go, Canis Rufus. Maybe he went into the craft. He appears to have gone into the craft. Unless he's gone up here. Do awards block future development? No, they do not. So there's, let's take a quick look. No, okay, I can't actually see it from here. After we get out of the mission, we'll take a look. Awards are purely extra. I can say that at least. Roger C4 Wilco. Let's get you up here. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can really make a very, very powerful agent. Based on the awards. I do sometimes wish that you could, like, say, converge on this tile, and it would get everyone up as close as possible for the round. That way you could move some people specifically, and then just have everyone else automatically move, if you don't really care where they position themselves. Man, 155 stamina on X-Gemini. Jeez. The dreaded asterisk ship. Now, one thing that can happen is that it only checks the maximum, I believe, assuming that the mod and OpenXCOM operate the same way that the original did. I think they only check your maximum at the beginning of a mission, kind of thing, on determining whether or not you, well, like, when it gives you experience, it doesn't cap you out. It doesn't, like say, okay, he's gotten enough experience halfway through this mission to not get any more. It's a way that you can get some people up a little tiny bit higher than the maximum. It's really too... it's not something that you can really plan for, though. Oh, also, 0 to 174 damage from the punching on this. 0 to 172. 0 to 134. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Still don't know this one. So, like, if you're 1 away from the maximum when you start a mission, and you get enough experience to go up to gain 3 points, that will get you past the maximum there. What Ald doesn't tell us is he has edited AuldDragon the Agent's maximum to be 255 across the board. Temptation is real. I did edit everyone's psionic strength to be a minimum of 40, though, so I did do some editing there. Because I really did not want weak links in some of the missions. That has really defanged the psionic control from the enemy, so... Like, I thought that 40 would only slightly do it. It would just be like, we'll be slightly more resistant. No, they basically, most of them don't even bother anymore. And I'm kind of regretting that. But I'm also not going to go back and edit everyone's scores back to where they were. So next time 30. Yeah, I might do something like that. Goes berserk for old time's sake. I think long term it will get harder, just minimizes the save scumming. That's kind of it, but... I mean, when the Ethereals... I mean, we saw with the Ethereal Legates, I think, that they did still try it a few times. They didn't succeed, but partly it's also that because of the nerf in how psionics operates, that actually does dramatically reduce the enemy chances as well for doing that. You'd say that if you do edit it, just edit it to be the minimum you need for martial arts training. Do you need psionic skill for martial arts training? I didn't think you need psionic skill for martial arts training. Whoops. Let's go ahead and get you guys over here. I don't remember it saying that. I'm gonna have to take a look at that when we get out of here. Boy, they really do not want to come out, do they? Oh, well, that's a lot. Well, Canis Rufus is injured now. Step to the side, please. Oh, ex-Gemini got injured, too. Well, now that's just rude. This guy's like, I thought I heard something, but it just seems okay. Alright, Hunter of Wisdom. You need a lot of skill, so let's get you up. Kimball, get you in here. Elmandretta, get you in here. Rapid presence, don't come in. Tobias, you go ahead and come on in. Let's get Sierra Mike in there. Berhard. Kilkakon. Hunter of Wisdom. There we go. Alright, ex-Gemini is healed. Cav is at 50, so he could use some more, but might as well have Hunter of Wisdom get what he can out of this one since he is so much lower. A little bit of panic. That's fine. There we go. Healing gel all used up. Aw, did you drop your weapon? Aw, that's too bad. Oh, hi. Alright, that's a little bit worrying. And now you can't take a reaction shot. Get back there. Alright, Ex-Gemini has been healed up, so let's go ahead and pull you around ready to go. And I need someone who can reaction fire. Preferably a lot. Cap 2K could, but not with that. How far he'd have to move. Just get you out here for now. Alright, Brahard. No. Alright. That's fine. Navigator has gone berserk. Alright. Kimball. Nothing out that way. Alright, Ex-Gemini, you are fine again, so you come up. And where did I move Cav? There you are. You come up as well. Yeah, it seems like there's just two. Alright, pull everyone up and around. Sorry if you're too deep in your philosophical thoughts. That's fine. I always wondered why, once all the soldiers were in the UFO, the aliens are not taking off with all your men aboard. Because the game can't allow that? I think that's the simple solution. The simple answer. Ah, shoot. And... yeah, that's actually right out there, isn't it? Yeah. Ow. Alright. Not the best of ideas. Cap 2K getting in... oh, whoops. Forgot to end the turn. Cap 2K being injured wouldn't actually be the worst thing. If he cannot die here, because he'll get more health. There we go. If we can get someone up there to actually heal him. which is not really going to happen. See ya, Kukri. Thanks for coming out. Oh well. Enemies killed 16, corpse recovered to 12, artifacts recovered to 21, UFO power sources 2, navigation 5, examination rooms 4, alien alloys 78, and delirium 115, 100, for 592 total points. 1 accuracy for Cav 2K, and Hunter of Wisdom, 2 stamina, 10 bravery, excellent, 2 sanity. Solve some plasma pistols, plasma sub-rifle, plasma rifles, toxagun. There we go. Transfer over to Atlantis, all of these. All of the Illyrium. There we go. Yeah, Ayers Rock can use some of that. Heavy shotgun titanium buckshot, that's fine. Warden of North Africa, Ariaru, first award. Warden of North Africa, Shadow Mousy, first award. Solid, Hunter of Wisdom, first award. Keystone, Cav 2K, fourth award. Hunter of Wisdom, first award. Mr. Wolverine, eighth award. Patient, Cav 2K, first award. Gunner, Sierra Mike, first award. Jungle Mower, X-Gemini, second award. Battle Scarred, Cav 2K, first award. So, that's the thing, is each level increases health by +1, and Patient does stun recovery. So both of those are pretty good. It's not a bad thing to get those on people, especially the rather under-healthed hybrids. Overwatcher, Roger C4 Wilco, 9th award. Sniper, Ariaru, 1st award. Master of the Gauss Rifle, Kilkakan, 1st award. Master of the Scatter Turbo Laser, X-Gemini, 1st award. So, X-Gemini is wounded for 7 days, Canis Rufus for 19 days, Cav 2K at 12 days. Stuff arriving at Atlantis, and Ayers Rock. Hybrid hideout found, Nukchot. Oh. I'll be honest, I was expecting that to be a, like an Alaska Native type place. We're just gonna land and take off. I'm not doing that mission. Research completed. Hyperwave decoder miniaturization. A hyperwave decoder is an impressive piece of tech, but putting a whole building in a stable orbit around the moon poses a number of practical issues. We don't want the enemy to shoot it down as soon as we put it up there, right? Thanks to my undisputed intellect, we have circumvented this problem by designing a smaller, more efficient, and less conspicuous version of this device. It won't be as precise as a full-sized one, but should be more than enough for a spy satellite. Okay. What else do I have? Stormtrooper armor. Let's get 40 people onto that. We can now produce lunar satellite assembly. $35 Illyrium, 1 power source, 25 alien alloys, and 1 satellite launch supply, 2 alien electronics. Items produced, lunar satellite launch. Okay. Oh. You were idle. Whoopsie! Alright, so I've got the Illyrium. I need a power source. I've got the alien alloys. I need to buy a satellite launch supply, and I need alien electronics. Alright, so transfer over to Ayers Rock. Oops. components. 2 alien electronics. 1 power source. There we go. And purchase. Satellite launch supply. And what the hell, some land surveys. Well, I mean, I suppose we could get some points out of this. We just did a drive-by. It was just a drive-by. You do love your loot boxes. Alright, Elite, Dyslexic Tank, and Phoenix. Second award each. Research completed. Heavy Troop Transporter. Iron Fist. A mix of alien and Teleth tech, this troop transporter is equipped with a twin radar system with enhanced area search. It is powered with Zerbite. Systems 2 engines, 1 electronics. Max speed 2600, acceleration 6, max range 12.9, 3 weapon pods. That's for the 2 engines and the electronics. Damage capacity 950, cargo space 18, pilots 2, heavy weapon capacity 4. I don't know, but it's also powered by Zerbite. Can that go underwater or something? I don't know. Alien key decryption. I suppose I should do that. Sonic pistol clip. Death disc. There are no crafts, as far as you know, that you build and get underwater. So, are we permanently stuck with just 7 people for underwater missions? I figured we'd eventually be able to get something that would go underwater. We can now produce Iron Fist. Research completed on the Ant-Man Warrior. Ant-Men live in hive-like communities, deep underground. They are relatively primitive and simple-minded, but also industrious and well-adapted to their environment. Despite their hive-like structure, Ant-Men have individual personalities, although they're strongly predisposed towards a collective society. Their loyalty lies with their local queen, but they have strong trade relationships with the Reptoids, who provide them with high technology in exchange for various services and raw materials. Alright, 20 armor across the board except for under, which is 17. 70% from kinetic and incendiary, 120 from laser. 75 from stun, 50 from chemical, 400 from choke, 0 from EMP. So they do still take 400 from choke, so that's good. Oh, Ant-Man Warrior combat analysis. It's basically the same thing, just a different color. Research completed on the Ant-Man Worker. Research completed on the Juggernaut suit. This super heavy armor was designed for maximum protection against high-yield alien weapons. It has spectacularly improved night vision and on deep-sea missions. 130 front armor, 100 left and right, 90 rear and under, 90% from kinetic, 10% from incendiary, 80% from concussive, 90% from plasma, 80 from stun, 90 from cutting, 0 from choke, 20 from EMP and electric, 0 from anti-E115. Time units minus 20, reactions minus 10. So underwater, time units minus 20, reactions minus 10, firing accuracy minus 5, and throwing accuracy minus 25. The heck does that take to make, though? Two ion beam acceleration, which we haven't figured out how to get more of, and 120 alien alloys. Like, I'm not even sure if I have two ion beam acceleration at this point. Alright, so the power suit requires optronic parts. That's easy enough to do. 4 Illyrium. Not too bad. And the Juggernaut suit. 10 aquaplastics, 10 alien alloys, and 1 alien electronics. Oof. Oof. Well, right, Ariara, but I did 2 ships, and I didn't get 2 USOs, and I didn't get any ion beam acceleration from them, which is kind of unfortunate. But man, taking alien electronics for that. Oof. Is there anything that I can disassemble other than drones that gets me that? Alien drone processing, that just gets me micrograv modules. No, wait, there's something else that's disassembly, isn't there? I hate that going into that thing takes you back to the main thing. Obliterator disassembly. That gets me alien electronics. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Alright. Something to keep in mind. Still working on synth muscle extraction, though. Alright, research completed. Advanced underwater operations. Ah, there's the larger sub. With this new submarine model Trident, we can bring up to 15 agents to greater depths than ever before. Warning, any dogs on underwater missions will drown. We can now research Undersea City. Oh, we can do the Ant-Man Queen. Let's get that going. In fact, let's just put everyone on that right now. Synth muscles are done. Shoot. Something just, like, fell on me from the ceiling, I think, and it surprised me. I'll have to look at that after the stream, which will be wrapping up shortly. Let's see. Obliterator disassembly. Work on that. Alien attack from above, yeah. I actually thought it was like a spider or a cricket or something jumping on me. Obliterator disassembly is complete. And now we can do these guys. Tower of Apocalypse found. Only 10 despawn penalty. We have found a secluded monastery of the Cult of Apocalypse. Our task is to subdue the cultists and gather information about the cult. Okay, well... Malroth will get Meridian back on board. Guess we gotta get a pupper on board. Get you down there, and Cav 2K, and get you down here. Alright, equipment-wise. I don't think I care about those. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's transfer real fast over to Northwest Passage. Ammo. There's some titanium ammo that I don't care about. Okay, except I'm not sure which one it was now. I wish you could sort by, like, Black Ops, UAC, that kind of thing, rather than just these groups. Okay, you don't seem to have any of that. Transfer over to Great Zimbabwe. Wait, I have Oscar 4000 clips? Hold on a second. Oh no, I'm thinking of the 3000. Arasaka 3000. My bad. Alright. For now, let me just transfer over to Atlantis. I'll figure it out later. Like off screen or something. Also, Shog's stuff, we'll send that over. I'll decide if I want to sell it later. 100 cult kill spree time. I have not done a Tower of Apocalypse. I don't know how many people are on it, but... oh wait, is that... No, we have done a Tower of Apocalypse, haven't we? I think so. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy mission. I may have someone, since, I mean, Lel Bunny is injured and X-Gemini got injured. I think that I may be equipping some people with the other, with, like, the rocket launcher and stuff like that, because, if you remember correctly, the tower is not as crazy. Was that the Outpost of Apocalypse that I saw before? Because I don't remember what that mission was. Either way, still might choose to bring along the, big booms. Big bada booms. Outpost, yes? Ah, okay, that's what it was. Alright, let me quickly make sure that everyone is manufacturing things that I want them to do. Right, you're not doing anything. What do I want you to do? I'm waiting on that to arrive. Takes grav modules. That's all it takes? Hmm. I don't think I care about the tank Gauss. Hover tank mass driver, don't care about. Flamer, don't care about. Rocket launcher, mini rockets, don't care about those. What do I need for that? 6 grav modules, 20 alien alloys, and 15 Illyrium. So what am I missing? Grav modules. Just in case I need any of those. And how many alien alloys do I have at this place right now? 251. Alright, I don't need more of that. I've got lots of optronic parts as well. Big booms shouldn't involve your bones. When aren't you injured lately? It's not my fault that I don't get through that many days on these streams. I mean, I could do that by just skipping a whole bunch of missions, if that's what you want. Alright, grab modules take Illyrium. That's all. So that's not bad, I guess. So you can make energetic blood plasma from Illyrium. I wish you could do it reverse, take energetic blood plasma and make that into Illyrium. But I don't think you can. Which is a shame. I guess I don't need proximity grenades, Illyrium mines. I'm never going to make plasma grenades. There's no reason to make them. I can hide that. Hide that. I don't know about those. I haven't bothered with the advanced rocket launcher. Maybe I should. There's a lot of stuff on here that I probably won't make anymore. I could actually make 5 power suits right now. I could make 1 whole Juggernaut suit. Alright, let's just get onto the alien laser cannon and just make some money for now. Not that I need it. $10 million, jeez. Oh, that's crazy. Do you have the tech to disassemble plasma clips? I believe that's just once you get once you research the tech for the weapons, yeah. But I haven't researched any of the plasma stuff yet. I'm gonna knock out all the sonic stuff, get that out of the list, and then work on the plasma. You've got grav modules, micrograv modules. You do not have any alien electronics or aquaplastics, so that's fine. You actually have workshop space available, huh? Don't have anything to do, that's fine. Okay, that means you don't have any bodies, I think. Although you don't have a biolab. Do you have any corpses? No. Do you have any corpses? No. Good. Alright. Alright, that's fine. I think that we are good as we are. Just get them working on stuff. Alien drone disassembly. There's only 4 hours left on that. The grav module extraction, blood plasma from the werecat corpses, lyrium from fuel trace. Lots of blood plasma to do. Okay. Yeah. Alright. They got a lot of stuff to do then. Getting Sonic stuff is a good idea, since you think you'll soon start seeing some of the underwater enemies. Yeah. That's one of the reasons. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and save it. Stream 90. And when we come back on Monday, we've got a Tower of Apocalypse, which only has a despawn penalty of 10. So we could skip it. But we definitely want to try to get the higher ranking Apocalypse guys. See if we can go further down that route. But I want to thank you guys for coming out. We'll be back tomorrow for some Spelljammer at noon Eastern Time. And, of course, Monday at 4 p.m., more of this. So, thanks for coming out, everyone.